to a standing chair class with me today. Normally we're down onto our mat, but today what you're going to need is a chair, preferably with the back to it so you can hold on to it. It doesn't have to be cushions like this, just whatever you've got available. Even the back of the couch could be really helpful. You just need the sitting component and something a little bit taller to hang on to. And if you do have like a sweat towel or a tea towel size towel, that would be really great if you could grab that. We're just going to use this for the start of the class, just do a little bit of a breathing exercise. So if you can go and grab those two things and set yourself up, we're going to meet in a seated position on your chair. Alrighty, thanks for meeting me here. I'm just going to be side on to you for the class so you can see everything that's going on. You're not blocked by the chair, okay? You are going to need your towel, and I just rolled it up so it is in its longest length and just fold it a couple of times so I can grip the end. What you're going to do is place this around your back, around your mid-back. So for ladies, where your bra strap would normally sit, or sort of around that middle to lower part of your rib cage, okay? So your elbows are bent and they're behind you, and you've got each end of the towel just tucked into the side of your body here. Perfect. I want you to wrap it around your ribs as much as you can. If you have a longer towel, that's totally fine. And we're just using it for a little bit of feedback. So sitting on the edge of your chair, hopefully both feet can be on the ground if possible, nice and flat. We're grounding through our big toes. And I'm going to get you to sit up nice and tall, reaching the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. We're going to roll our shoulder blades down and back. I just want you to have a little bit less pressure on the towel than what we're going to after this, and take a nice deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. One more, take a nice big inhale breath and notice what moves. Are your shoulders moving up and down? Are your ribs moving out? Is your belly moving out? And as you exhale, press all that air out. Nice. This time we want to have a nice firm hug of the towel. As we breathe, I want you to have some give in the towel so we can breathe out against it, okay? So we're going to use it for a little bit of feedback, and we're going to breathe nice and deep into the side of our rib cage, pressing your ribs out behind you and out to the side against your towel, okay? So take a nice big inhale breath, fill up that diaphragm. Exhale, feel those ribs close in and down. Good, let's take a nice big inhale breath. And out, good, 360 breath, take a nice big inhale. Exhale. Good, breathe out against that towel. Press all the air out, bring those rib cages back together. Good, a couple more breaths like this. Good, deepen the breath, take it out of the chest, bring it nice, 360 breath around that rib cage. Last one here. And exhale. Beautiful job. Just place that towel on the back of your chair for me. Give yourself a nice big hug, so grabbing onto your shoulders. I want you to take a nice big inhale breath for me and rotate over the right shoulder. Exhale, relax. Good. Inhale. Can we lift up again and start to rotate? Exhale, relax. Good. Nice big inhale breath and slowly come back to the center. Again, stay for the exhale. Inhale breath, start to lift and rotate. Exhale, relax into the rotation. Inhale, prepare to rotate again. Exhale, rotate. Nice. Inhale and exhale, come back to the center. Let's do one more each way, okay? So inhale to prepare. Start to rotate as you exhale. See if you can deepen into that rotation. Try and keep both feet planted onto that ground in front of you. Good. Inhale, exhale, return back to the center. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, really start to twist and deepen into that stretch. Stay for another inhale breath. Exhale, twist a little bit further. Good. Inhale, breath. Exhale, breath to come back to that center. Good job. Give those shoulders a nice big roll backwards for me. Nice. Going to go into a seated cat-cow. So just have my hands on my knees in front of me. And I want you to start to arch through the lower back and bring your chest forward and open up through the chest. Then I want you to tuck that tailbone under, scoop the belly, and see if you can tuck the chin as well. Good. Pressing slightly out against those knees. 2 more each way. Bring the chest forward. Arching through the lower back, gaze is still forward, and tuck, scoop, and press out against those knees. 1 more each way. Shine that chest nice and bright, keep the chin tucked in, scoop the belly, round through the back, press out against those knees really gently. Good, and then sitting up nice and tall, let's roll those shoulders back one more time. Good. Warm up through our spine really nicely. We're going to warm up through our hips and through our glutes now. So this is where I want you to really plant your heels and your big toe into the ground. We are going to simply stand up, squeezing those glutes at the top. So standing up nice and tall, and then slowly lower back down, taking your seat onto your chair, okay? Exhale, let's stand. Inhale, let's lower back down. Nicely done. Exhale to stand and lower. Good. You can continue to sit back down onto your chair, or if you like, I just want you to pretend like you're going to sit back down. Place your bottom, tap it down very lightly, and then we exhale, press straight back up into our normal squats, just using the chair as a little bit of a reference point. Good. If you like, you can sit all the way back down and press all the way back up. Good. Picking a level that suits you today. Good. We can start to bring in the arms, reaching forward as you squat down and pressing them back by your hips as you stand. Keep our chin tucked in. We're aiming to keep our spine nice and long here. We're warming up through those glutes and through our hips. Nicely done. Here for another 10 seconds. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit your body back down. Nicely done. We're just going to bring our feet a little bit closer together now, and I want you to slowly straighten one leg out in front of you, flexing your foot so your toes point up towards the ceiling. And then slowly lower that leg back down. 2 more. Kick it out nice and long. Flex through the feet. Slowly lower. Last one. Kick it out. And bring it back in. Good. Other side. Straighten. Keep that foot nice and flexed. Curl it back in. Nice. Straighten. Curl it back in. Last one. Kick it out nice and long. Flex that foot. And slowly return. Beautiful. All right, let's come over to the back of our chair now in a standing position. Let's warm up through our ankle joints. So making our way down now. What I'm going to get you to do is come up onto both tippy toes. So press up through both feet. And now we're just going to pedal out the legs. So keep one heel lifted as you drop the other one, bending the other knee, and then switch. Good. So the leg straightens as the heel lands on the ground. And the other leg bends up onto the tippy toes. Good. Start off nice and slow. See if you can really get a nice height and right up onto the tippy toes. Good. Might get a few little cracks out of the ankle. We're just getting that joint moving, especially if this is your first bit of movement for the day. Good. Take a step back away from your chair if that knee is tapping, just so you can really bend into it. Get up nice and tall. Little stretch through the bottom of the foot, the plantar fascia there. Good. Rolling forward onto those toes. And we start to speed it up a little bit. Good. That joint should start to free up. We've got less pops and cracks going on. We can start to get a little bit of heat into our calf muscles there. Nicely done. Good. Let's pick up that pace. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're resting down. We're going to press both feet up into a double leg calf raise and then slowly lower back down. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Good. From here, as we press up, I want you to maintain your ankles in a neutral position, so we don't want them to collapse in or collapse out. I want you to really strongly press up through that big toe, okay? That's where most of our weight is coming up and through the big toe. Keeps our ankles in line, especially when we're at our highest point. And we slowly lower. If you are having trouble and instability with the ankles, I suggest just placing something between the feet. So if you have a tennis ball around, that would be really good. You could probably even squeeze a pillow between your knees, and it'll just encourage your ankles to stay in line a little bit more, give you a bit of a reference point. Minimal pressure through the hands if you can. Really start to warm up and feel that heat through the calves now. Perfect. See, as you land back down, can you lift the toes up, land through the toes and press up. Good. Add that little toe lift, shifting that weight over into the heels. 3 more. Let's press up for 3 and lower. Press up for 2. Good. Last one. Press up and hold for me. I want you to bend your knees a little bit here. Good. Can you lower the heels down, keeping the knees bent? And the knees stay bent as we lift back up, okay? 3 more just like this. Keep the knees bent to lift the heels and lower. Good. 2 more. Lift and lower. Last one. Lift and lower. Beautiful job. Alrighty, we're just going to do a little bit of a calf stretch. So take your right leg back behind you, bending through that left knee or the front knee, and send that heel through the floor. So trying to flatten through the foot and leaning forward, just getting a nice little stretch. You can then just step your feet a little bit closer together and just bend through that back knee, still aiming to keep the foot as flat as you can. A little bit of a bent knee now will just send that stretch a little bit lower. Good, holding for 3, 2, 1. We'll switch sides, step that other foot back, start off with the knee nice and straight, sending that heel through the floor, bending through that front knee. Good, we hold for 3, 2, for 1. Step the feet a little bit closer together and bend through that back knee this time. Nicely done. Still keeping that heel on the ground if you can. Good, we hold for 3, 2, and by shifting my chair forward a little bit, you're going to need some room behind you, or just reorientate yourself if you can. We're going to bring our forearms down onto the chair in front of you if you can. If you have your sweat towel nearby, you might want to roll it up and place it on there if you can. If it's not comfortable for you to place onto your forearms, that's totally fine. Just stay onto your hands. We're just going to be hinging our hips forward. So coming onto the elbows just encourages that hip hinge. And we're going to have a nice flat back, okay? So you can keep our chin tucked in as much as you can, pointing our crown of our head in the opposite direction to our tailbone. Good. We're going to be planting most of our weight through our left foot or through our left leg. So start off with the feet relatively close together. Then we're going to donkey kick our right leg. So I'm going to bend my knee to about 90 degrees, and then I'm going to kick it behind me, squeezing my bottom as much as I can, drawing in through my belly button. Then slowly bend that knee back in towards the back of your chair, and then pressing straight back out behind you. Nice. Curl it in and press it back. Good. We want to minimize the movement through our spine, so that's why we're drawing our belly button in. So as we press our leg out long behind us, we're not arching through our lower back, making sure we're just using our glute muscles here and using our core to stabilize through our spine. Good. Press. Good. Exhale to kick. Inhale to lower. Aiming to keep that knee bent for me, please. Bringing a little bit more heat towards our hamstrings. Oh. bound to happen. Press, press. Good. Can we go for 5? Belly button in. For 4. For 3. Good. 2. Lucky last one. Press. Good. Slowly curl that leg back in. Other side. Can we press? Good. Press. Nice smooth transition from side to side. Our spine isn't moving. We're going through endurance through the core, seeing if we can hold that belly button in, especially as we exhale, belly button in and we press. Inhale to lower and relax. Exhale, belly button in and press and relax. Good. Still keeping that other leg nice and bent for me. Our hips are back, our chest is forward, regardless of if you're on your elbows or on your hands. Good. Let's press for 5. Good. Press for 4. Here for 3. Belly button in. Press. Last one. Press. And curl it back in. Nicely done. Let's take a few steps back if you can. We're going to drop our chest in between our elbows, bending our knees as much as we can, getting a nice little stretch through our back here, through the chest, through the back of the legs maybe. Feel free to wiggle from side to side if that feels okay for you, otherwise just holding nice and still. Good. Slowly curl that spine back up so we're up nice and tall. Good job. Alrighty, we are taking a nice wide stance this time. Option to keep front onto the chair. We can also take a side stance as well. So you just need one hand for a little bit of balance. Other hand can go onto the hip if you like. We're going down into a plie squat or a sumo squat. So sending those hips down, knees out nice and wide, pressing over the center part of your foot, keeping the chest up for this one. So we're aiming to really use our inner thighs and our glutes to pull ourselves back up. Inhale to lower, exhale to press up nice and tall. Keep that chest up for me. Nice. And to lower that center of gravity, straight down, not sending our hips back too much, just a little bit so you can gain some depth. Just not as much as our normal squats when we were sitting down onto the chair. Nice. Take those legs as wide as you need to. Toes are pointing out, pressing those knees out over those feet. Good. We've got 3 more and then we're going to pulse down the bottom in 2. Hold on this one, little pulses. Good. Weight through the heels. Keep the chest up. We're pulsing for 3, for 2, for 1. Standing. 1 more. Lowering down. Little pulse. Pulsing for 3, for 2, for 1. And standing. Nicely done. Shake out those legs. Alrighty, let's come back round and sit down onto our chair. We are going to work into the back of the arms a little bit, okay? Give our legs a little bit of a break. You're going to need to be able to place your hands onto the seat of your chair, and I want you to wriggle your bottom off the edge. So walk your feet forward first, and then just hovering that bottom off, and the back should just be able to clear the edge of your chair, okay? Your elbows are going to be bending and they're going to go straight back behind you, and you're going to lower your hips down just below the level of the chair. Squeeze the back of the arms and lift yourself back up. Might want to do a couple before sitting back down onto the chair for a little bit of a rest if you need to. Otherwise, we're just going to continue with these little tricep dips. So keep your back nice and close to that chair. Inhale to lower, exhale to press. Good. Those knees are bent just out in front of you, feet down onto the ground. Try to keep those elbows bending back behind you and finding as much depth as you feel comfortable. So you might just want to work with a small range of motion, pressing those elbows up nice and straight, or as you feel a little bit more comfortable and you open up through the shoulders, just finding a little bit of depth. Let's go for 3. Let's go for 2. Last one, press up, sitting down onto that chair. Good job. Let's roll those shoulders back one more time. Nicely done. We're going to grab onto one side of the chair and the other hand is going to rest onto your top of your head. Let's tilt our head away from the arm that's holding onto the chair. As I said, that other arm, just place it onto your head and pull down just ever so slightly, getting a nice stretch through the neck there. Rotate your chin down towards your armpit now. And again, just gently pulling the back of your head down, applying a little bit of pressure towards the armpit. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Other side. Other arm grabs underneath that chair. Head pulls away from that arm. And a little bit of downward pressure. Good. Relax the shoulder blade down and back. Let's rotate the chin towards the armpit. Again, a little bit of overpressure. Nice deep breaths. Holding for 3, for 2, for 1, and relaxing. Good. Hopefully your towel is not too far away. We're going to go and finish off with that round of breath that we did at the start, okay? So you're going to wrap the towel around those ribs. Good. Nice little bit of feedback. I want to take a nice big inhale. Send those ribs out towards the edges of the towel. As you exhale, draw it in nice and close. 2 more just like that. Nice long, deep inhale. Good. Last one at your own pace. Good job. Place the towel just behind you. Last little bit of work, last little stretch. Hands go behind the back of the head this time for our rotations. Feet are planted on the ground if they can reach, hopefully. Take a nice deep inhale breath. As you exhale, let's rotate. Keep both feet down onto the ground. Stay with the inhale breath. See if you can go a little bit deeper on the exhale. And slowly unwind. Nice. Other side. Inhale to prepare. Start to rotate. Exhale, relax. Stay for the inhale. And see if you can go a little bit deeper on the exhale. Good. Slowly come back to the center. You've got 1 more each way. Stay for that inhale breath. And find more range on that exhale if you can. Keep the elbows nice and wide. Good. Slowly make your way back to center. Last one. Good. Stay for the inhale. And let's slowly relax to the center. Good job. Last little shoulder roll. I hope you enjoyed that nice little short class to get a little bit of full body movement without lying onto our backs. If you enjoyed this, make sure you check out the other classes available. There's some longer ones and some nice short challenges, and I look forward to seeing you on your mat next time.